Let's talk about what happens when a guy dresses badly. This is a pandemic problem. 95% of guys dress badly, and unbeknownst to them, women talk about it when you're not around. The worst thing about dressing badly, I know from personal experience, is that no one ever tells you, and you never become aware of having no style or bad style. Your family says just be yourself, your friends are too comfortable to notice, and your acquaintances don't want to tell you because they're afraid that you might have a bad reaction. Other guys might think that it's gay or metrosexual, when in fact, the opposite is true. A stylish guy naturally attracts women into his life. You may text a girl and wonder why it's taking so long for her to get back to you, and in the meantime you're thinking, I thought I made a great impression. You might get the, hey, I really like you, but let's just be friends. When you ask her out, maybe you've had a conversation at a bar or a date, and suddenly it stalls out and the conversation doesn't go anywhere. Or you may have had bad dates that end up with an awkward hug and no replies or attempts to set up another date. Don't take my word for it. Here's what some of my model friends had to say when it comes to guys with bad style. So how do we solve this problem? Understandably, descriptive phrases such as attractive and good looking, they're subjective and open to interpretation by individuals. But science doesn't discriminate. Humans are hardwired to seek beauty. Studies have shown that this natural selection process, though subconscious, does afford good looking individuals to reap more rewards in life and receive more preferential treatment than those lacking, say, the luck of the gene pool. The University of Messina, it's based in Italy, they published a paper in August of 2013, a social experiment they conducted. And here's what happened. They sent more than 10,000 resumes out, using the same resume and changing only the first name, last name, address, and the photo included to test ethnic and regional biases, as well as the impact of beauty. What do you think happened? Results recorded a 47% higher callback rate from the most attractive Italian male subjects. Conversely, with less attractive males scoring a 26% callback. As you can imagine, the female statistics are even more extreme than the men's. Psychologist Robert Cialdini writes in his book Influence that we automatically assign to good-looking individuals such favorable traits as talent, kindness, honesty, and intelligence. This is also known as the halo effect. In studies conducted between the Massachusetts General Hospital, Harvard Medical School, and MIT, researchers actually have used magnetic resonance imaging technology to look at the activity in men's brains when they were shown pictures of beautiful women's faces. What do you think happened? The researchers found that the same part of the brain lights up as when a hungry person sees food, a gambler eyes cash, or a drug addict sees a fix. Essentially, beauty and addiction triggers are the same in terms of areas in the brain that light up. The question I've been obsessed over for the last 7 years, and probably that you're wondering now as well, is, hey, wouldn't it be cool to recreate the same neurological effect on women? Well, guess what? You may have heard this from women directly, or perhaps a popular meme on your Facebook feed that says, a well-tailored suit for women is like lingerie for men. So you're about to learn what 95% of guys will never know about style attraction and dating 9s and 10s. And no, it won't cost you a fortune, because I'm going to show you how to recreate the halo effect and always look sharp. A way to buy designer brands for cheap and to put together amazing outfits, step by step, that cost very little money. Imagine a world where your texts get returned faster, your dates go smoother, and you're more likely to attract women at every stage of your life. Imagine feeling a sense of calm confidence, self-esteem, and awareness that comes naturally to a well-dressed guy. Imagine getting more eye contact and attention from girls everywhere you go. Imagine being the elite top percent of guys that just get it. Finally, getting an in into that secret world of women and sex that only a small percentage of guys are privy to. As the saying goes, dress for the part that you want in life, and you'll get. So what happens when a guy has style? Take a look at some of the candid responses we got behind the scenes from our female friends. Remember that style consultant we talked about earlier with the young celebrities? Well, this is not some new and fancy technology. In fact, style consulting has been around for a while. The image consulting industry first started in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Before that time, image consulting for the general public was not a familiar concept. The principles of attire and dressing were only taught at fashion and modeling schools. Politicians, models, TV personalities, and celebrities were the only ones likely to hire and have access to image consultants or receive a total image makeover. In the 1980s, women were entering the workforce in increasing numbers and competing in a man's world. They saw that image mattered to their upward mobility and therefore began to invest money in their appearance. In the 90s, the high-tech companies of Silicon Valley and those beyond introduced a more relaxed trend in dress, and business casual swept across the country. And in the early 2000s, people got confused about what to wear and how to dress to achieve specific goals. But you know what? The secrets of image consulting that politicians and celebrities leveraged back in the 1970s, like all cool things that teach universal laws of human nature, were promptly forgotten, just like so much stuff today that actually works. As always, people flutter towards shiny objects.